Welcome back to the Gov Geeks. We're here to improve the people side of government in a fun way. I'm Javier, and in this video, we'll interview professional coach, author, and speaker Kanika Tolver. With over 15 years working with the federal government and Fortune 500 companies, Kanika now works with motivated professionals to find their dream job. Having successfully coached hundreds of professionals, she now brings her expertise to the Gov Geeks community. And before we get to her excellent professional insights, please be sure to click the subscribe button below and visit us at thegovgeeks.com for more great tools and information to help you get in and get ahead in government. So, without further delay, let's get to the interview. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I am really excited to introduce you to a very awesome person who's not only kind-hearted, but an extreme expert in how to get in, how to get ahead in government, how to get ahead in public service and careers. She is just a wonderful, wonderful person. I'm very excited to introduce everyone to Kanika. So please welcome.
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing?
Awesome. So thank you again. Welcome to the Gov Geeks. If we can start off by just taking the opportunity for you to explain who you are, what you're doing in the world, and all of that stuff.
Hi, my name is Kanika Tolver. I am an ex-federal government employee. I am now currently a full-time entrepreneur, career coach. I look at myself as a cool geek. Still government geek because I follow a lot of what's going on in government today, and I just really am passionate about public service and helping others with their government careers.
Awesome. So I'm curious then, why government? Why should anyone be interested in government service?
I think government allows us to be fully connected to what's going on, far as, being a part of an individual agency gives you as an employee an opportunity to really make a difference, in government and just in America. Each individual role that you have, whatever grade you are, really adds value back into the government and into the world. So I think public services is an awesome opportunity to make an impact in your own way.
Oh, definitely. We're all here to make a difference, right?
Yes.
I like that. So we have two areas or so that we'll cover today. The first one is basically, how do you really get into government? So for that one, you and I had a chance to talk earlier, and I actually learned a lot from your insights as well. How is it that you go about branding, marketing, and really getting your brand about who you are as an individual to the hiring managers?
I think the best way right now is to just focus on finding your passion and associating that with an agency's mission or some type of strategic plan that's going on in that organization. For me, in government, I was a technologist, but I always associated my passion for digital government with working on different digital projects within the Department of Transportation, within the Department of State. And each individual agency had each individual mission, but I used a lot of my subject matter expertise and skills and schooling to align it with the agency's mission. I think once you find an agency that you're passionate about, whether it's transportation, whether it's foreign policy, whether it's defense, whether it's housing and urban development, once you find out which agency you really like what they're doing, take those skills and bring it to that organization, and that's where you can actually start to brand yourself. Marketing yourself is really important because this is where you actually make that connection with hiring managers and also other fellow government peers. So that's pretty much marketing yourself at conferences, marketing yourself, being able to contribute at, when you're able to volunteer for keynote speaking engagements or to participate on panels. This is where you really be able to market your skills. And then you actually be able to sell these things through, your resume, through your USA Jobs profile, through creating a blog. being able to resell that information is how you're going to be able to go on interviews and to show that you have past experiences with doing the things that you've done in the branding and in the marketing phases.
That's awesome. And
Yes.
I think that you were truly a prime example of how to actually do that successfully. And there's a
Yes.
lot of things that you've done in your career, and I've looked through all of the great resumes and your profiles and your websites that you've designed, a lot of really good stuff. We'll go ahead and put some links down below also, so this way everyone would have the opportunity to see truly what a great technologist you are. But
Thank you.
absolutely. I think one of the coolest things that you really touched on was the idea about connecting with your passion, having the opportunity to really enjoy your work because you're passionate about the mission. That is crucial. So the second area that we're looking at is not just how to get into government, but now how to really get ahead in government. So how do you go about increasing career development during budget constraints?
That's a great question. When I joined the government, when I was a part of the, I would say when I started my career out, when I first graduated from college, I started my career as a true professional technologist, I would say in 2006. I was a stay-in-school student from 2000 to 2005. I graduated from college in 2005. There were a lot more money for training during the Bush administration and during the Obama administration, and I went to a lot of training. During this time, I really would say that one of my favorite websites right now for cost-effective training is called Udemy.com. It's basically a website where you can purchase courses for as low as $10. A lot of courses are free. Asking your organization to get maybe a group license with lynda.com. Sometimes it's cheaper when the government can purchase online training group licenses for an organization. It will be a lot more cost effective. Another great way to advance right now is reading a lot of free ebooks. A lot of those websites that I named, like NextGov and FedScoop and GovLoop.com, they offer a lot of free ebooks that are going out monthly. So it really keeps you abreast of what's going on in government. It may be a different topic every month, but downloading those free ebooks keep you educated and engaged of what's going on. I also think another great way during budget constraints is to really also create a group of people within your organization where you guys can do self-study together. That's where you can collaborate. Say you guys are all studying for the PMP. I'm just going to use it as an example, the PMP certification. Maybe you guys could collectively, go on Amazon, have your organization just spend a couple $100s on some Amazon books, and you guys self-study together, and you set up a time to meet, whether it's during lunchtime, whether it's after work, and you guys self-study together. But those are just a couple tips that I think that are really, really good during this time of during training budget constraints.
And kudos to everyone watching this video also, because if you've taken the time to invest in yourself, learn more, watch some videos, look at some free content, I mean, you are a superstar. You're an example of what needs to be done, so kudos. How would you propose that an individual working in government that perhaps could have some of a challenging work environment, they're kind of like doing same old sort of stuff, how would an individual who's interested in following their passion go about identifying a good opportunity for detail?
That's a great question, because it's such a strategic approach to details, because details are so disappointing, right? Because they come to an end sometimes and you have to go back to that office. And sometimes you apply to the detail and you just don't get it, right? So I think initially making that connection with that organization that's advertising the detail is so important. What I did is I went and actually introduced myself to the public affairs manager at the time who already knew me, but they were going to receive other applications for this detailed opportunity. But before it closed, I made it my business to go and have a connection and have a coffee meeting. And we just went and chatted and had coffee at Starbucks, just to talk about the opportunity and talk about how I could add value, and just to talk about why I would want that opportunity. During that initial conversation, it probably got their minds thinking, wow, you know, instead of just looking at the application, they got to know Kanika in person, right? You know, so having that connection with the detailed, whoever's advertising the detail, if you can find out who that is, make it your business to have some type of one-on-one. It could be a 30-minute, 15-minute chat. And I think that'll be awesome if you really can do that. But making your application and when you apply to the details stand out and looping everything back to that government's mission and how you feel like it's going to solve a problem in your organization. Because it's not about you. Even though we know that we go in details because it looks desirable, it looks cool, it looks fun, it's really about the organization. So making sure that you really make a good effort to figure out what's going to separate you from the other applicants.
I think that showed a lot of character on your part to have the bravery, if you will, to go out, not only to say, here's my comfort zone and I want to grow out of my comfort zone, but then with the applying for the rotation and everything in your detail, but then actually even sitting down and having coffee with them, just exploring all of that stuff. And I'm willing to bet that as a result of that, that has just changed your career, right? You had the training, you had the work experiences, you built the relationships, you met and grew your network. So that's awesome. There's a lot of great insights that you've shared, and I'm pretty sure that there's a lot more that you have. And it's really good because there's opportunities that others have to really connect with you a little bit more. So how would you suggest that people who have enjoyed this video find out more about you?
You definitely can reach out to me through Twitter at Kanika Tolver. That's KANIKATOLVER. You can reach out to me through my website at kanikatolver.com. You can also reach out to me through LinkedIn at Kanika Tolver.
Kanika, I just want to say thank you so much.
Yeah, I really appreciate you, this opportunity. I would love to continue to have, ongoing conversations with the Gov Geeks followers and those that are following me. And if we just keep in mind that no matter what's going on right now, let's just make it about the mission. I think that's a great way to end it. Is like, it's not really about necessarily us, but as we grow in our career and we continue to invest in the vision, government will continue to rock. And that's what it's all about, is government really being awesome and change happening. And you guys continue to make change happen, and I look forward to connecting with you all. Thanks.
We hope you found this video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up, share it, and of course, subscribe for more strategies on professional development in the public sector. Also, please visit our website, thegovgeeks.com, where you can sign up for courses and get information on coaching too. Check us out and join the Gov Geeks community. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Together, we are part of something bigger than any single one of us. We're in it to make a difference. Thank you so much for watching and all that you're doing for the greater good. Service for public servants.